Celtic's starting 11 from the Champions League win over Barcelona in 2012. Where are they now? In goal on that famous night was FRASER. Barcelona had 23 attempts but could only find a way past FRASER once. The Hexham-born stopper shone in Glasgow, winning 3 league titles and breaking individual records, recording 13 consecutive clean sheets in 2014 before returning to England and joining Southampton that summer, where he remains the number 1 and an England international. At right back was Mikael Lustig. The Swede was coming towards the end of his first year at Celtic, having signed on a free from Rosenborg, and he must have just thought this was a typical night at Celtic Park when they celebrated a 2-1 win over European giants Barcelona. Lustig is still with Celtic and recently scored in their 5-1 win over Rangers. AMBROSE was at the heart of defence. It took Barcelona 91 minutes of football to score past a team that had AMBROSE in defence. No disrespect to the Nigerian, but I've seen him struggle against a lot worse forwards than Lionel Messi. Like Lustig, Ambrose is still with Celtic, but has spent the second half of the season on loan at Hibernian, where he helped the Edinburgh side win the Scottish Championship and win promotion back to the top flight. He was alongside KELVIN Wilson. Again, how did Barcelona only score once? This turned out to be KELVIN Wilson's final season at Celtic, returning to Nottingham Forest in the summer of 2013, spending 3 seasons there before moving to Rotherham United in August 2016, where he was part of one of the worst sides in Championship history. Now a free agent, Wilson has been linked with a move to Neil Lennon's Hibs. Oh well, at least he can always say he beat Barcelona. At left back was Adam Matthews. He was even playing out of position that night. Matthews was a prominent figure in Celtic's defence since joining from Cardiff in 2011, spending 4 seasons before joining Sunderland, where his career has basically gone tits up. Matthews has made 1 league appearance for the Black Cats and is currently on his second loan spell with Bristol City. On the right flank we've got Chris Commons. Ever since Neil Lennon left his job as Celtic manager, it's all gone a bit downhill for Commons. The midfielder was only used sparingly under Ronnie Dyler, and then he was told he isn't in Brendan Rodgers' plans either. Commons would join Hibernian on an emergency loan in December to link up with his former boss Neil Lennon, but the deal only lasted a month, and Commons is now waiting for his contract to expire at Celtic so he can get on with his career. In the middle it's Victor Wanyama. The Kenyan midfielder opened the scoring on that night in November, exploiting Barcelona's weakness at defending set pieces and heading home a corner at the back post. Wanyama moved to Celtic in 2011 from Belgian club Beerschot, obviously wanting more than just a shot of lager, and would then head to the Premier League and join Southampton, before the Spaghetti Monster climbed the ladder even further and joined Tottenham, where he has enjoyed a stellar first season. He was alongside Joe Ledley. When he was at Celtic, Ledley was a well-groomed midfielder, winning trophies whilst rocking a little bit of stubble. Nowadays he's a relegation battling, hipster beard donning, wacky dancing aficionado with Crystal Palace. Moving London can do strange things to a man, clearly. Also in midfield we've got Charlie Mulgrew. The Glaswegian was and still is Mr Versatile, and actually played on the left side of midfield in Celtic's 2-1 win over Barcelona. With his cultured left foot, Mulgrew would leave the club in 2016, and despite his best efforts, which included single-handedly winning 6 points off Newcastle with his goals, his new club Blackburn were relegated to League One, making them the first team to win the Premier League to drop into the 3rd tier. Next up it's Miku. One of the more rogue Celtic players that night, Miku had arrived on transfer deadline day of 2012, agreeing a loan deal from Getafe. The Venezuelan wasn't much of a hit in Scotland, scoring just 2 goals in 14 games and later admitting that joining Celtic was a mistake. Miku would then head to Qatar and join Al Gharafa before returning to Spain in 2015 to sign with Rayo Vallecano. Looking at the list of clubs he's played for, it's criminal that he considers Celtic to be the mistake. The captain that night was Georgios Samaras. While most will doubt the qualities of the Greek forward, Samaras was never loved anywhere as much as he was loved at Celtic Park. After 7 seasons, Samaras left in 2014. Since then he's played for West Brom, Al Hilal, Rayo Oklahoma City and now Real Zaragoza. 3 years after leaving Scotland, Samaras has still yet to find a club that appreciate him like Celtic did. So that was the starting 11, but a special mention has to go to Tony Watt, the man who scored Celtic's second goal, which proved to be the winner and brought Rod Stewart to tears. Despite being heralded as the next big thing after his goal against Barcelona, it's only got worse for Watt since that famous night. The striker has played for 8 clubs at the age of 23, 6 of which came after that night at Celtic Park. After heading to Belgium, Watt is now with Charlton, despite having 3 loan spells away from the Valley already. If there's one man who wishes he could go back to November 7th, 2012, it's Tony Watt. So that's where the Celtic team that beat Barcelona in 2012 are now. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.